New players to Escape from Tarkov may not know about the loot stashes dotted throughout some of Tarkov's maps, or the high-end loot they sometimes contain. Hi guys, I'm Rogue Squid. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out and I appreciate those that do. In this guide I'm focusing on the map Customs. There are currently 23 hidden stashes in Customs, and I'm going to show you where they all are. The map I'm using for this is linked in the description. I have numbered each stash so that you can follow along. The first two stashes can be found by the RUAF extract, one underneath that pipe and the other underneath that pipe there. Let's go over there now. So this is stash number 1 and it's just hidden inside this bush. It's pretty easy to find this one. And if you go to the next pipe over, just inside this bush, it's camouflaged, so you might miss it if you don't know exactly where to look. Okay, so number 3 is over by the garage, by the front door to the garage over here. Just literally next to the garage door in this set of tyres. It's not too difficult to find. Number 4 can be found over by the trains in between New Skeleton on the left and Fortress on the right here. This stash is pretty well known by most of the player base, so be aware of players passing nearby. You can crawl underneath the trains. If you look there, that is the actual stash. There's a couple of ways of accessing it. You can go underneath the train there, or you can come around the side and walk underneath the train platform from the end. You will have to crouch to get under here, and it will obviously slow your movement speed, but you can gain access from this fairly quickly. Just be aware that people often check looking for people underneath here, so don't hang around for too long. Once you loot the stash, you can just exit out the side like this. Stash number 5 is found over here, just past these portaloos, at the base of this tree. This is by the trains at the back of Old Gas. So that's the back of the train on the train line. That's Fortress. Just so you've got some context, and that it's just this single tree here. You can't really get it wrong. And from here we go over the train line. And the next stash is literally right here in this bush. This is stash number 6. Some good stuff in this one. Right, so that's the back of the train there. The next one, you follow along this wall, parallel to the trains on your left, and we're going into Old Gas. You go through the back gate of Old Gas here, and you turn right into this corner. And just in this corner is another stash. Stash number 8 is in shipping. So you've got power on the left, you've got the money building on your right, and you come along the front of the money building, and just in front over there there's a crater. That's in that crater is the stash. Just behind those barrels there. Pretty easy one to find, this one. Stash number 9 is found in the far corner, close to ZB12. It's just in this bush here. So you can come along the train line from Old Gas, and it's literally straight down the train line into the corner. Stash number 10 is found right next to what I call the little glass building. So you're literally right next to these pipes. It's pretty easy to find. Stash number 11 is found in the far corner from stash number 9. It's past these tanks on the left, just following the wall, past the little wagon thingy there, and it's right in this corner, right next to the tree. Just the other side of the wall from the scav checkpoint extract. Number 12 is found just through this hole in the wall, and follow the wall along for a little bit. About halfway down in this bush is the next stash. It's about level with the shipping containers on our right, and that's the sniper tower over there. Right, so for stash 13, from the sniper tower you head down the road this way, keep the road on your left. In front of me there's a metal gate type thing with a bin area on the left, and a dumpster here on the right. Just to the side of the dumpster is stash 13. Pretty easy one to find, this one. So for stash 14 we head up this path here. And when it forks, see the fork, we're going left a bit and straight in front of this big tree. Behind this big tree there's a group of other trees, one of which is this one here, the deadish kind of tree. At the base of that is the stash. Right, for stash 15 we now have to head back to that kind of path. There's the wall, and you go between this set of rocks and you go to your right in between another set of rocks. Follow this down past the two trees, and just in the bush there's another stash. From stash 15 we go to the right hand side of this big rock, and we're going towards the what's called power camp by some people, and it's just over there. You've got that wagon, one of the green wagon things over here. You're looking for that. Next to the tree, by the fence, in the bush, is the stash. So for number 17, we need to head down from power camp over the train line. You cross over the trains and then head straight up the opposing hill. You go round these rocks a bit and we're heading towards that pylon. Hence the nickname Pylon Stash. Just to the left of the pylon, up against this wall, just the other side of the fence, you've got the stash. Stash number 18 can be found at the back of New Gas. So you go down the hill from Pylon Stash and you cross over the train line. We're heading towards the fence line at the back of New Gas, which is just on our right. You see the wall coming across here? It's where the wall and the fence meet. It's just in this corner here. Stash number 19 is actually on the other side of New Gas. So I'm going through the hole in the wall close to USEC stash. That's the sniper tower over there, and I'm going down the side of this pipeline. You need to go down fairly far, almost to the end. You've got a large bush separating you from the rest of the pipe. Just in this bush here, they've got the stash. Stash number 20 can be found at the front of New Gas, near the train line. So you go through these gates, that's gas station over there, and it's along this wall. You're looking for this post. Right at the base of it is the stash. Nice easy one. So from there, we're going to number 21. We're heading towards the back of bus depot. This is the back corner of bus depot, and the stash is literally right here in this clump of bushes and trees. You've got the big tree in the middle and bushes across it, then you've got the pile of logs on the right hand side, and the stash is literally just here. Right, so if we head along the side of bus depot towards New Skell a bit, you've got the pipeline coming across here, you've got the train bridge over on the left hand side, and in this pile of tyres, and it's the furthest one on the right, you've got a stash. That's number 22. So from that one, we go along the front of bus depot, between the front wall and the pipe. You've got New Skell on the left, bus depot on the right obviously, and you just literally follow this pipe and we're going to that blue container. Inside the blue container at the back is our final stash, number 23. Pretty easy one to find. It is fairly close to the two dorms buildings, so just bear that in mind. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this guide helpful, please leave me a like or a comment down below, and subscribe for more content like this in future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.